Welcome, Zelda Speedruns! I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. It is time for the grand finals of the Multiworld Tournament Season 3, Snack Pack versus the Good, the Bad, and the Shopskipper, Game 2. The Shopskippers are up one game. And with me on commentary today is Deadly Thunder. Thunder, how are you?
Hey, Tobias. I'm doing good. Can't believe we're finally at the end of the Multiworld tourney. I feel like this has been going on for ages.
Yeah, it was a really long time. But oh my goodness, was it worth it? There were some amazing matches during this tournament. I got to broadcast some of them. Was a lot of fun, and I'm obviously grateful to all the organizers who made this thing happen. In the meantime, though, the Good, the Bad, and the Shopskipper, that is Ramond, Zavi, and offstream, Cola. Offstream is Schulzer. And on the other side, we have Snack Pack, which is what you get when you add M&M and Cola together. Mr. Mario, Mr. Martin, and Cola. Look, I'm not joking. That is actually the origin of their name. And I think we are ready to get them started if everyone in the race room is ready.
I haven't checked to see if they're readied up, but I presume it won't take too. Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right, so on stream we have, as you may notice, only 4 runners. Only because it really doesn't make sense to have more runners on a single restream. But we have 6 runners in this game, so off stream are more. Oh boy, so many things happening at once.
Yeah, it would just be a lot of information to have all 6 runners on screen. But we could barely keep up with 4. Can you imagine 6?
Exactly. So our runners have started off stream and they have started on stream. Here we go. Zavi warping to the Requiem warp pad straight away. Meanwhile, Ramond going child. Rank chest is nothing. Market on a path to Bongo Bongo. Kokiri Forest on someone's path to tower. And 30 skulls is nothing. Fire trial protects Ganon's tower is information for World 1.
That sucks. I think Fire Trial is like the worst trial to have on, in my opinion.
You are correct. I think it requires Strength 3 even without Master Quest, right?
Yeah, it's Strength 3. I think is it Strength 3 and Long Shot?
Something like that.
It's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad. I was also gonna just say, oh, what the settings have we got? And immediately we are thrown in with trials.
Yeah, so trials is one of the settings that the runners picked. I'm going to look through the Multiworld Discord to find the other settings that they picked. So let's see.
I also want to point out that if Stat Pack loses, or I'm sorry, if Mr. Mario loses, he'll be disowned. So I hope for their sake they take back this game.
Will be disowned? Wow, that's harsh.
Yeah. I can see it right here. If Mario loses, I'm disowning my son. So
no.
Gotta put in some work.
Decker, that's cruel. But I get it. Anyway, yeah, so Mario has high stakes for this race. We can already tell.
Today's settings are base settings plus trials. Oh, so not much difference, I guess.
Hey, magic.
Does that include scrubs?
Let me open the tournament page. All runners run in different worlds in a multi-world. But they are connected in such a way that everyone has items for all other runners, for every runner in their world. So it's basically one huge item pool across all 3 seeds. And there's their games are connected through the magic of the internet and of scripting engines and emulators that make some truly magical things happen.
By the way, shout out to Fennel, by the way, for creating Mido. Well, Mido bot, I should say. And actually putting on this tournament for us. Like, making this tournament possible, I should say. Like, without them, would not have been possible, so shout out to them.
Yes, indeed. 3 worlds for 3 runners, 2 teams play each other. That's the most succinct we can get. And so, in terms of seed settings, we have notably Scrub Shuffle, Shop Shuffle. They start with a few magic items. They start with Ferrari's Win, with Lens of Truth. Scarecrow Song is free. And 40 and 50 skulls are disabled, is probably one of the bigger differences to... Oh, hey! That's a strength upgrade for Mr. Martin, I think.
Yeah, this is something else as well. Like, at the start of Multiworld, there's gonna be a lot of items being given out just one after the other, so it's gonna be really difficult just to see who's being given what. So, if we miss anything, bear with us.
Yeah, this will calm down after about 30 to 45 minutes. It's usually when the initial flurry of items for every runner on this stream stops. But in the meantime, we're just gonna do our best to keep up and bring you this chaos.
I think that was GTG as part of the player 2 something. I don't know what that was on Zevi's
Didn't
screen.
quite catch it either.
I did catch that hint though. Dead.
Yeah. Dead.
Just very much dead.
So...
Oh, I think that was Martin's own... yeah, that was his own strength in that silo.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that he got a strength, but I was like, who did it go to? Oh!
Ooh, that was Skullmask as a hookshot, I think. For Zabi.
In River 2.
Yeah.
I think River's like that play of... I feel like most runners now are doing River early, just because it's a lot of hints, and there's 3 easy items that you can get. I think in Multiworld you need to be a bit more thorough, and hints help with that a lot, so I'm not too sure if that's going to be like a massive like thing for Shopskippers.
I think you want to grab as many hints as early as you can, because that obviously can influence your routing decisions. Ooh, and bomb shoes for Mr. Martin. Off stream, we just saw Cola get the hint that his Zora's Fountain is on, I think it was Zora's Fountain, on the path to player 2's Bongo. So
Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Hit with GTG was path to player 2's tower. Oh, gross.
Yep. So paths to tower, especially with trials on, will absorb a lot of the other path hints, just because you need so many items for some of these trials.
And light arrows can be included in path to tower as well. 9 times out of 10, they're probably leading towards the light arrows, because you can't get the hint.
Yeah, you can't get a hint for light arrows from Ganondorf as you normally could. So, path to tower exists.
How much would the choose?
The choose were, it was a 10-pack.
Oh, there was choose in the shop. They were choosing the shop. Oh, okay.
So in Multiworld, buying choose can be very powerful, obviously, as long as your compatriots don't yet have a bomb bag. So if the runners find bomb shoes in the shops. Ooh, bomb bag for Ramon. Or rather, Zavi's bomb bag that Ramon just found.
Ooh, okay.
Speaking of a bomb bag, so World 2 has World 3's bomb bag very early on in the Kokiri sword chest. So Sphere 0.
I have a very strong feeling we know what Zavi's about to do with that bomb bag. Go straight to
Cavern?
DC. Yeah, go straight there.
Heck yeah.
I was like, with scrubs and everything, how many checks are there now?
Scrubs add 4 more checks to Dongo's Cavern.
4 more checks, so that is what? I'm trying to think, 11? 12?
So yeah.
That's...
It's super dense either way. It's super dense without scrubs, but even with scrubs enabled, if you can't do the Dongo's Cavern, you're just doing it. It's a substantial part of the item pool that you're grabbing there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Zavi is likely headed to the Dongo's Cavern after finishing his loop through Kakariko, Mr. Martin is already in there, using the combination of strength and the bomb shoes that he got to start in on that dungeon.
Yeah, strength. I mean, strength always already makes this really enticing, but bomb shoes being able to complete it, yeah, that's DC's one of those dungeons. You don't care if it's a stone or medallion, unless it's hinted foolish. You're doing it anyway. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
AD for is that World 2? Which world, Mr. Martin?
Mr. Martin is World 1.
World 1? Okay, so World 1 has not turned on AD.
Great! So World 1 gets to do all the dungeons today.
I say, which is not... Oh, sorry. Go on.
Mr. Martin and Schulzer.
So that, I mean, it's nice to know early, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Plus, you know you're about to do a required dungeon in DC anyway, so... how do we get Oops AD? So Nocturne of Shadow and Zelda's Lullaby are the 2 songs that always guarantee AD, unless we're playing with random spawns, which we aren't for adult. You need Nocturne to beat, to go to Shadow Temple, which it'll have to be a medallion. And with ZL, well, you need ZL to get further in Shadow, so that's why it's just guaranteed AD for both of those songs. The Oops AD comes in when you've got storms, especially in scrubs.
Oops all dungeons also just means you find that hint, but 2 hours in. Ooh, hey,
oh yeah,
magic.
true. True. And then you cry.
Then you cry, yep. I think, yeah, it was Cola who just found magic. I couldn't quite tell if it was for himself. No, counted for himself, so that'll be popping up on the restream in a few seconds. We have about a 30-second stream delay on stream, just for technical reasons. So we are seeing Cola and Schulzer slightly earlier than we see the runners on stream, and that was magic for Mr. Mario, apparently. Cola just found.
Hey, interesting. Well, 3 has a Epona and Ocarina. Epona is a weird one. It's only guaranteed AD if Longshot's over there, and it's Vanilla Requiem. Plus also HPA and all that stuff. World 3 has Epona on the Ocarina.
Hold on for a second. Did Ramon just find a second bomb bag for Zavi?
I missed that. I think I missed that. Where would that have been? Ocarina again?
On the scrub in Lost Worlds.
Oh. Oh, and Storms on
Lost World Scrubs is one of those checks that I love to forget when scrubs are turned on. I completely erase from my mind that this check exists.
I think a lot of people with like when it comes to scrubs always forget about the long ones as well. Like they're always a fun one to forget.
Let's see if it happens to one of our runners. Can't blame them really. They are very out of the way, and you are just used to walking to London Ranch, and grabbing that song, grabbing Talon's chickens in the silo, and then just warping out.
Time.
So Mr. Mario just checked his meds as well, and in Multiworld, based on the configuration of Multiworld, you don't even need to check the pedestal for that. You just get that information straight away from the start.
Yeah.
I think all.
What is that? A lot of things have just happened.
Bunch of bomb bags. Mr. Martin had a bomb bag for Mr. Mario, and Mr. Mario had a bomb bag for Cola.
Was it? No, I think it was his own bomb bag. I think his own bomb bag was just in DC. Also, did Zavi just...
Did Zavi just what? Sorry?
I was like, oh, what was in Bumshoe Bowling that was like that Zavi was getting? Zavi
Magic
played
for
for
Ramon.
Bloopy. Zavi played for Bloopy.
Yeah, he played Bombshoe Bowling 1 for Ramon's Magic, and then ended up not getting out of there for Bombshoe Bowling 2.
You could just spam it in a direction that you don't have to play.
And I think that's the first hook shot we see on stream. On stream. I can words, and it was Mr. Mario's own.
Okay. Oh, and there's another big chest there. There's a lot of big chests early. Oh, Mario get another bottle.
Oh, strength upgrade. Locked behind 190 rupees, so a wallet. Wallets are really important in Shop Shuffle.
Oh god,
unsurprisingly.
Yeah. Oh.
Speaking of
wallet, hello.
And also, in Multiworld, wallets are filled. You get them, they have 200, 500, or 999 rupees in them, so you can go shopping straight away.
It is such a nice change. It is such a nice thing. Because farming rupees, especially if you have, like, the Giants... Is it Giant's Wallet? No, which one's the... Yeah, it's Giant's Wallet, right?
Giant is the second one, and Tycoon's Wallet is the third.
I say, can you imagine just getting a Giant's Wallet, having, like, 1 rupee, and having to farm for something that costs 200 and something rupees? It's misery.
Not my idea of fun.
So, it's such a nice change.
Mm-hmm. Alright, boomerang for Mario.
They're getting a lot of items early. Oh.
Yeah, your standard multi-world fare. It looks like Zavi has a specific item in mind that he wants to get for his fellow runner. Let's see what it is.
Also, as World 3 had the path to... Not path, had the Pono and OoTR, didn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, okay. Because I think World 2 had a hint of Gerudo Fortress being Path and Player 1's author. So
right.
Like, oh, okay.
I mean, Gerudo Fortress being Path isn't too bad. Well, it could be bad. It's a 2 out of 3 chance that is actually Epona locked, you're right. Also, welcome in Shawnee and friends.
Hi, Shawnee. I think, at least with the Fortress path, as long as they don't have Epona on AD, then it's just kind of okay. They can do it at some point. Oh, hello.
Okay, so that's Mario's own long shot, as well as Mr. Martin's bow. So MM is Mr. Martin, by the way, and Mario is just Mario.
So that
Shawnee,
hook that's on
you have
Skullmask,
mess for 3 seeds, or for 3 worlds in this seed. So I'd be careful with the statement like that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I'll say that there's a hookshot on Skullmask for I think
For
in
Zavi,
World
yeah,
3s.
for World 3, yeah.
So it's like already got someone's already got Longshot taken out of the equation. They we know Path to Morpha in Gerudo Fortress, so that could just be a hook in itself.
Yep, or
So
Iron Boots, obviously.
Oh yeah, an Iron Boots as well.
But in general, you are full clearing those paths. You are not stopping just because you found, for example, a hookshot for a path to Morpha. Because in Multiworld, obviously, these paths can get quite convoluted. You can find a path to Morpha and think, oh, that's just done with my hookshot, but it could also just be another player's item waiting in that same location that then ultimately, after 3 more steps, unlocks your Longshot or your Iron Boots.
Is that Market? Is that...
I think it was something Market, but don't quote me on that.
It was... Is it Market on Play 3's Tower or something?
It was difficult to see. Burning Cack is Zelda's lullaby for World 1. Ooh. Let's see, Kokiri Forest on Ramon's own path to Morpha.
World 1 have got it so tough. They've got Burning Cat BNCL, they've got a Nocturne on all dungeons.
Yeah, World
What?
1 is not being treated fairly by the randomizer today.
Wait a second, hold up. What is the Forest Medallion? Because that might be pretty quick. Because looking at this, the Dongos was Fire Med.
I am not sure.
Oh.
What I do know is that Zavi is about to get a Rudo's letter over from Schulzer's side, and got his own Zelda's lullaby just now.
Well, R.I.P. Martin.
Speaking of checks that are easy to forget, did you know Sacred Forest Meadow has a scrub grotto?
I do, and I can honestly say in some excitement of, oh wait, I can go do this now. I have left that scrub grotto behind.
Yeah.
It's just excitement, tunnel visioning. It's just like, oh, I can do stuff. Psych, your go mode's there, or some bullshit like that. I have such a classy accent. Thanks.
Yes, you
British. It's the London. If I say London, you know, just bleh. Was that Small Darklink?
Yes, chests past Darklink contain a small key and something useless. Also, Zavi just learned that Shadow Trial protects his tower, so that's neat.
Have they learnt all their trials yet? Because I think Ramon had Water Trial, if I remember correctly.
Not sure.
That's 2 Shadow Trial. Because one of them definitely has Fire Trial. I can't remember which world that was.
Alright, so the single scrub in Death Mountain Crater is, by the way, the worst scrub. It is a scrub that you can only get as a child, and you have to get into Death Mountain Crater, I think, from the top to get it.
Yeah, unless which I don't think they have. I think they've got vanilla spawns. But if the only way you could probably get that scrub any other way is if you spawned in DMC by by the Goron City entrance, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you come from the top. But fun fact, if you have hammer, you can hammer those rocks and they'll be gone as child. But I don't know if that's quote unquote logical to do.
OT is a well-coded game.
True. For its time.
Side note, Scholzer just found a second Rudos letter in the forest. One was in
Ooh.
one was in the Kokiri sword chest, the other one was in the Deku Tree lobby chest, and this one was for Ramond. So the only person in the Shopskipper team without Rudos letter is the one who found. Oh my god, that was. Why did you just see that? So, off stream, Scholzer just had a comedy of errors happen to him. He got an item just as he was jumping onto that floating platform in Deku Tree. And it was a hookshot, so it was a fairly important item, so he was glad to get it, but he also missed his exit out of that room because of that. Because the floating platform just fell down.
I hate that. Oh wait, whose hook was that?
That was Scholzer's.
Oh, wait, Schultz's. Is that World 1? That's World 1, isn't it? Or World
Scholzer
2?
is World 1.
Oh. Is that their first hook?
Yes. So I think, yeah, everyone in the Shopskippers now has at least a hook shot. Which is neat.
Very neat. And do we know if Cola got that hint? Because I know I was talking about how it's important to push hints in Multiworld, but I have no idea if they even went up there.
I am not sure. London Ranch Path to Bongo for Zavi.
We had another Bongo hint. Was that Zora's Domain? Was path on someone else's Bongo or something?
I will be honest, I don't have room on my screen. Even though it's a big screen, I don't have room on my screen for notes, so I'm winging it.
You know, fair. I wing it all the time. It's okay. Actually, I suppose I could just check on my phone for a second opinion.
SFM on someone's path to Twin Rover. Okay, so a Sacred Forest Meadow, pretty important for Mr. Mario then.
I think it's their own. I think that's their own Twin Rover.
What song did he just get there? We're doing Great Thunder.
Sure. Not too sure.
Fortress on Player 1's path to Morpha. Saw that one.
Yeah, that.
Bolero.
I said we did see. Oh, look, it was Bolero. We knew that, right? Right, Tobias?
Absolutely.
Oh, I forget about this shop. Oh, this shop, the Bomb Chew shop. I keep forgetting. That's just one shop. I just blank. I blank on all the time. If it's not that one, it's Kokiri Forest.
Yeah, can confirm. These are just shops that I don't know why you walk past them every time in Vanilla Seeds, and I don't know, you just don't think about them. Kokiri Forest on Player 2's Path to Tower.
Oh.
So it'll be Ramon's Path to Tower then from Zavi.
Hamster. I didn't even realize that they started with the horse. Like I'm like thinking, oh well, hope they get their horse soon. They started with Epona. That means there are some checks in GTG that become Sphere 1, I think. I think it's technically Sphere 1, isn't it?
Yes, and Cactu Baronade for Zavi as well.
Oh, there's a hammer. That's only
That's a
80
hammer.
rupees. That's for player 1.
Yep,
He's one
that is
short.
for Shoulder, and Vermont is 1 rupee short, so he's going to steal the old lady's savings. By now, Richard has already run away from her again, so I think this is justified. She clearly can't keep track of things. Anyway, there's the hammer for player 1, for Cola. Sorry, for Shoulder.
Oh, old.
Why wouldn't she be old?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose just couldn't go out looking for her pet herself. Has to get a 9-year-old to look out for it for her.
Yep.
Guess that's why she's old. Yeah, we were talking about what Forest Med was for World 1, and it's just Deku, so they could just get ZL.
I mean, good news.
Mm-hmm.
More hints from
Yes.
Mr. Martin's side. Meanwhile, Mr. Mario and Desert Colossus player 2's path to Twin Rover.
Wait, is that this ball? Did Mario just save quit, right?
Yes,
I did.
I think so.
And they're in domain. Were they the ones with the domain hint? Or was that another world? I can't.
I'm not sure, but Mario is for sure collecting rupees, so wants to check out that diving minigame.
Yeah, unfortunately came in here with just too low of a rupee count, so has to farm a little bit.
Yeah, farming
But
10
has-
rupees isn't too bad.
Did I? Oh wait, their world was the only world that doesn't have the letter yet, right?
Yes.
So can't exactly hand in the letter to get access to Fountain or anything like that.
Oh, no, it was... World 1 has 2 letters in Kokiri Forest and in Deku Tree. And they are for World 2 and 3. So until Mr. Martin ends up in Kokiri Forest and Deku Tree, Mario is not gonna have his letter, and neither is Cola.
Was that 0 rupees? That was 0 rupee magic, wasn't it?
Yep. That was a good price, we'll take it. Martin found a Kokiri sword for, I think, 70 rupees, so off we go farming some money.
Wait,
That is a bargain.
They don't need Kokiri sword, do they?
It makes life easier. So I'm guessing that Martin is getting that.
I
Yes.
think the strength
But they-
upgrade was in World 2 or World 1. It's either 2 or 1. I think.
It was during the initial flurry of items. Final treasures of... What?
That was a
Like,
purple rupee and a Pona. Or World 2.
then it
No,
must have been
well,
Ice Cavern.
World 1. Don't know why I'm saying World 2. Martin's World 1.
Okay, Zavi grabbing a buck bottle. Do want to prioritize skulls with Multiworld. It's not unheard of for runners to go even grabbing 30 skulls or working towards 30 skulls really quickly with the use of buck bottles and the like. Just because it could be an item that unlocks a whole lot of things for your fellow runners in their
Yeah,
world.
Multiworld is just something that you're more thorough in anyway.
Mm.
It's it's just it's a whole different beast. Like at least like in standard you can get away with skipping checks and everything, but in multi-worlds you skip a check and that could just lose you like half an hour if the seed's been wants to be particularly bad.
Yep, and the problem is you're risking not only your own race there, but the race of two fellow teammates, and so thoroughness pays off here.
Well, 2 waters probably completable. Well 2.
That's our 2 top runners. That's Ramon and Mr. Mario.
Forest.
Or top.
Were they the ones with storms on Burning Cack? Like, they don't have CL yet, so like, I feel like going water at this moment is kind of.
It could be a risk worth taking.
It could be, but I don't.
But Ramon has CL.
Ramon has
so I don't
CL.
think it can be ZL on Burning Cack for them.
Oh, Mario's just missed getting back into market. So, was Ramon done that Mario hasn't? Has Mario been child the entire time? Or like where is ZL? Oh, we used Bolero. Okay. So yeah, now with ZL, I think water could be a pretty good play, but I think for them going over to oh wait, no, that's not their world. Never mind. Can't do bow target because no long shot, no hovers. But they could do. They can't do Boss Kid. There's only 2 checks they can't do. Yeah, water could be good here. But I think there's other places that they can go to first before water. Oh, I thought he had the bow. No, he found a bow for someone else, didn't he? So might be worth. I don't know. There's just other places that are better at the moment, even though it's progression. Oh.
Okay. More health for Mr. Mario. Always welcome. Oh, bomb shoes in River for Ramon, but I think they all have bomb decks by now, don't they? No, Ramon doesn't, funnily enough. Oh, not quite making the jump there.
I don't know, this jump here is kind of. It's always hit and miss coming from down here.
Yeah, I have much more success trying this from up above, but hey, there we go. Some explosives for Ramon himself. And that is probably exactly what he was hoping on.
And that's... Oh, hammer. Hammer for Martin. Where was that?
I think that must have come from off-stream, because I didn't see Mario pick it up. So that would have been from Cola, about 30 seconds ago.
Cola... Oh, I think I might... No. Oh, I know as well too, but shoe shop. Oh, never mind.
Hey, hover boots for player 2 in the Zora shop, that's important. And a strength upgrade for World 2 for 35 rupees. Martin's farming some more money.
So, what does that strength upgrade do for Cola?
Even if you don't really... Even if it doesn't really do anything right now, I mean, it would give him... He has a hook shot, so he could do one more check in Forest.
Yeah, I'm
Not even
having a look. I just looked over at the Kagura. Schultz has strength 2. And I have
Yes, he
no idea
does.
how. I have no idea how.
I don't think he found one of these himself. I think both of those were found on stream here, but can't quite recall when he must have picked them up. There we go. Zavi backflipping over that railing, and is he doing child? No, he's not. Ooh, that's a particularly nasty rupee spread here on this diving minigame from Mr. Martin. That could be close.
I think it's fine. That's
Okay, yeah, it was 4 dives. That was close to a 5 diver, and 5 dives, that is really difficult to do. Ooh, did that just cost Mr. Martin his flame storage? I think it did.
Let's test it. Potentially. Shopskippers and Snap Packs are the team names. There are 3 to a team, to each team, and all 3 of them have got to beat the game, basically, and they have to get items that are in their world and send them to their teammates to help them, beat the game. Oh! Letter? For who?
Oh, it must have been the letter for World 3 in this case, because remember, World 3 had the letters for World 2 and 1. Or sorry,
right.
let's turn it around. It must have been the letter for World 1, because World 1 had the letters for Worlds 2 and 3 in their Kokiri Forest and Deku Tree. Let's see, strength upgrade for player 2. Mr. Martin still
just 10 short, I think.
Yup. Just needs to farm a bit more.
Oh, I agree, Hamza. Just being able to use FW this early is so nice. Like Ramon, for instance, will get as far as he can in Forest, which I don't think is... Actually, no. Has Song of Time will be able to do the courtyard. So we'll just set FW in... My guess is the room with the bubble, and then just FW back when he needs to.
He will probably also get the check on the Floor Master just because he can.
Doesn't have a strength upgrade, I don't think. So can't push the block. If he had hovers, then he'd be able to do that, but...
Oh, you're right. I thought he had one.
Doesn't look like he does. I know he doesn't have a bow, so we'll have to play Song of Time here.
My gosh, doing the courtyard vanilla. not in fact the wrong way round.
I mean, if there's anything in this courtyard that's gonna benefit him, it could be really huge.
Shall see. First of all, peeking the well, that's nothing, not even a key.
Is going for it anyway.
And it must have been a key. It was definitely a small chest, but I thought it was... Yeah, it's a key. Oh, this is Multiworld, so key chests still have the slightly darker banding than... or the slightly darker gilding than they have nowadays in slightly more modern OoTR builds. So they are harder to spot.
I was gonna say the one thing that has come from the dev that I haven't realized I've loved it until I've played with it is Ruto's letter now being on its side. It is so much nicer.
It kind of like, for me, notorious Ruto's letter misidentifier, kind of it hurts my branding, you know, but otherwise it's fine.
Hurts your branding.
And the warp songs being upside down is a great development in the modern or in the newest dev versions as well.
See, I've never seen not Ruto, this warp songs being upside down. I've never seen them. Mainly because I think standard hasn't had the need to. So did Ramon place FW? No, it doesn't look like it.
No, if you do it, if you leave after clearing the courtyard, I think that's not too bad. Just you can walk just right back in and can resume your dungeon crawl there.
Mario
better places to drop for Rory's Wind.
I say Mario has just seen possibly the scariest hint in all of all of Scrub Sanity.
Which is
Song of Storms on OOT.
Ooh! Oof! Oh no!
That is. Oh,
There's Oops AD and then there's this. Do you just commit to AD?
Honestly, depending on what your stones are, I might. Like, Storms unlocks like 22 checks or something like that by itself. And it's just... like, especially in Multiworld, I think you do your progression dungeons first, but then, you know, start chipping away at your stone dungeons in the meantime. But yeah, it all depends, like, Hans is right, it depends on paths as well. But it is spooky. Like, I don't like storms on AD anyway, even in standard. Multiworld's just one of those ones I hate it even more.
Yeah, I would agree. So I mean, for your usual standard play, where you are playing in your own randomizer seat without any multi-world concerns, the prioritization for dungeons is basically do progression dungeons when you have them available, do path dungeons or path locations after that. And what in the world did Mr. Martin just do? Do progression dungeons when you have them available, do path dungeons or path locations in general after that. If you have multiple progression dungeons available, prioritize them by... do you have to full clear them anyway? Like, for example, Shadow Temple? Or can you potentially skip a chunk of the dungeon? Like, for example, Fire or Water Temple? In Multiworld, you add to that prioritization, or to those prioritization criteria, by thinking about density. Thinking about how many items are in there and how much... can you maybe help your teammates by prioritizing a certain dungeon?
Yeah.
Speaking of...
Oh, there's big chests in the well.
Yeah, speaking of helping your teammates, Zavi's not doing that. He's getting his own boomerang.
Zavi needs it though, right? What's Jabu for them?
Looking at his tracker, Jabu... I don't think he ever actually set the dungeons on his tracker, so I don't know.
Okay, this might just be me, but I feel like in Multiworld you want to check your dungeon as soon as you can. And so it baffles me that no one has.
I mean, they have the information available whenever they need to look at it. They can just look at it in their pause menu.
But no, that's the thing though. Like, it's available if you like right from the start. You can just open, press A, or press whatever you need to, and then yeah, you can see. Cola has stones marked as water DC spirit.
Gonna assume that's correct.
I would assume that's correct, just because it seems like a really random spread to have. Oh,
There,
there
Water
we go.
DC Spirit, and Fire, Jabu, for Shadow Forest, and Deku. Well,
Okay, so
that's
one dungeon Zabby can do. I say
Shabu, Shadow
bridge.
Forest, and Deku.
I say, what's the bridge requirement in this? Is it just still 6 meds? Or is it, have they changed the bridge condition?
The default is 6 Medallion Rainbow Bridge.
Okay,
You can change that. You can change that in settings draft, but they haven't in this case.
Okay. A gold sculpture is required on World 2. At the moment, not too sure.
I don't think we have. I know that we have seen a 20 hint. I don't know if we have seen a 30 hint on World 2. But yeah, 40 and 50 gold skulls are off in Multiworld, and that is as it should be.
Yeah, I think we did get that hint. What was that? So I tell you that was a small chest, but that looked big to me. I think I might have just been imagining it.
It was a small chest. And yes, we got a hint that there is Prelude in World 2's Ice Cavern, which makes routing a lot more convenient. Helps Ramon just get around his world.
I say, if there's one thing I really don't like, it's not having Serenade or Prelude. Just for easy access to Temple of Time. Or easier access in Serenade's case. Yeah, Minuet sucks. It's kind of why I was wondering about why Ramon never set FW in Forest. But having Boleros is nice because it's kind of your bootleg Minuet.
Bootleg Minuet, yeah, that's true. We have discount Prelude and we have bootleg Minuet.
Very much bootleg.
I mean, Bolero does give you access to a bunch of areas. It allows you easy access to the crater, obviously, and everything in the Goron area, but thanks to the Lost Woods shortcut, you also get access through to Ice Cavern, to the Zora River, and as a child, access to... Well, not from Bolero in this case, but from the Lost Woods, you also, as a child, have access via Zora's domain to Lake Hylia. You kind of teleport yourself all across the map with that little corner of the world. Here is Mr. Martin fighting Goma. Meanwhile, Mr. Mario fighting a big old lizard.
This will put... I think this will give Snap Pack a stone, and World 2 I think it'll give them Forest Mid? I can't remember which way around it was. Not World... I keep thinking Mr. Mine's World 2, but he's not. He's World 1. Well, one, yeah, I think is Deku.
Deku is the Spirit Medallion for World 1.
Oh! What's the Forest Medallion then for World 1?
Don't know, there wasn't one.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I stand corrected. Apparently Deku was the Forest Medallion?
Hey! They have CL!
Then... Cola must have tracked that wrong, or tracked that differently than I thought was right. Oh, that's because Cola is in World 1. Duh. I was
just need-
confused. No, you are right.
I just need to slap World 1 next to Martin's name, just like, you're World 1. Just
You know,
don't
I should
forget.
actually just... Let me get my post-its. Or other brand of sticky note.
Ooh. Oh wait, yeah, no. World 3 did have a hint, didn't they? I think it was World 3 who had Zora's Domain Path to Bongo. Oh. Savvy's... Oh, I was gonna say Savvy stopped for a second.
Sometimes you just need thinking time.
So imagine this with another world in it. No one will be able to track anything ever.
I think we would need to broadcast this stream in 21:9 for this to make sense.
You just have like one half being restreamed one side and the other half being restreamed the other side. Like, yeah, if you want to see the other half, go here. I was gonna say don't. It's just a lot of work. I think that'd just be a lot of work and a lot of scheduling issues.
Indeed. But don't get us started on scheduling issues for this particular match.
Lost fire, dude. Okay.
By the way, I am literally sticking sticky notes onto my screen right now.
Wait, Ramon got a bow? Where? Where was that bow? Zora shot World 3. Ooh. Okay. My guess is Cola hasn't been... Yeah, Cola's adult right now. Hasn't gone well. Hasn't got the rang. So... It's probably holding off on it for a second. Yeah, that bow is huge. They just need a strength upgrade and they can go back to Forest. But I guess more importantly, they're just gonna go towards GTG because I think that's where their path is.
Mr. Mario not having a good time with that... Ooh.
Oh,
Not having a good time with the Goron City Scrub Grotto here. Oh no.
I think Longshot's too... I think it's too far for Mario just to longshot over from where he stands. But yeah, without... Yeah, no sort of time here hurts. But gets it anyway. Never mind. Never mind. Oh god, this scrub. This scrub. I hate the Jabu scrub.
I mean, at least it nowadays it reminds you, like the randomizer reminds you if scrubs are on, by not having the elevator down for you.
I just don't. I'm still. There was the EU Weekly a while back where that scrub had the boomerang, and it was hell for everyone involved.
That's honestly frickin' rude.
I'll never forgive and I'll never forget.
No, you shouldn't. That's just bad.
It was goddamn awful. It was so bad. Schultz just got ZL on Burning Heck. Schultz is making some good progress. Let me have a look.
Yeah, Schulzer is now in the graveyard grabbing whatever song is in Composer's Grave.
Still
And
curious.
likely will then be headed for Ice Cavern pretty soon. Because I think he has a bottle. Yeah, he does.
Hamster, I think it was a stone. That would made it even worse. It was a stone. And you needed it because there was like Sonic on AD or something. But it was bad.
Ooh, more wallets for Zavi. He can now buy all those 2 wallet locked items. 0 rupee bomb bag for player 3 in the Goron shop.
Nice.
And that was Cola's own.
I just want to point out that Zavi has 2 wallets.
Yeah, just said it.
Oh, that's more wallets than any of the stat pack have. Stat pack have like just the base wallet. They don't have a single wallet.
Between them, you're right.
That could be bad if they don't find wallets soon.
It'll be fine.
I mean, there is a strength upgrade. Oh, that might have been where the other strength has come in, because there's a strength upgrade on like Inkakiri's shop. Cola does not have his first wallet, from what I can see.
No, he does not. So far it is Good, Bad, and Shopskipper in total have 3 wallets. Ramont has 1 and Zavi has 2. And Snack Pack so far is at 0 wallets. And a happy 1 hour coming up soon.
It's only been an hour.
It's been an hour already, you mean? Good grief.
Yeah, no, I mean it that way. I mean it that way. It's just, I feel like this is just going so, like, I don't know.
Very, very fast.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, happy 1 hour. Thanks to everyone who's making this restream possible. Obviously, our runners. That is on the Good, Bad, and Shopskipper side, Ramont, Zavi, and Schulzer. And on the Snack Pack side, Mr. Mario, Mr. Martin, and Cola. Obviously, thank you to our wonderful trackers, Alkaline Ace, who's also pulling double duty as the restreamer, Palm, Siberian, and McHundy. Or MC Hundy, I learned recently, is the correct way to pronounce that name. And obviously also thank you to my wonderful co-commentator, Deadly Thunder.
And shout out to Tobias as well. Thank you for, I suppose, being here. And sorry, I'm just stretching and yawning and.
Thank you for, I suppose, being here. I guess.
No, wait. That's not what I mean. God damn it. No, I'm gonna get that.
Oh yeah, and shoutouts to Hamster for being a race monitor. Thank you. That's quite the task with 6 streams up in parallel.
Oh god, yeah.
Kokiri Forest on the path to player 3's Bongo Bongo for World 1. What did we get there?
They had a lot of stuff in there, Kokiri, didn't they? Was there a bomb bag? Dins?
I mean, Dins would be very easy. Zavi doing the crate skip here.
Oh, duh. Okay, no, if they get it the second time, it's good.
Oh.
There we go. So when Yoshi was teaching like people how to do that trick, like this is a while ago, was trying to teach Drew, and then we were like, okay, this is how you do it. You do it like B1 skip and everything. And Drew goes, so and did it that way and got it first try.
Figures.
So it's just like, it's just duh.
That's one way to remember that, I guess.
Or just mash. There's like different ways of doing that.
I will be honest. I disagree with the notion that that this is a free trick, but you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinions.
I should probably learn it on my new controller, to be honest. I wasn't able to on my old one, just because my A button was, for better or for worse, just cemented down, that I couldn't really press it.
So Schulzer just learned that his Forest Temple is on player 2's, so on Ramon's path to Bongo Bongo.
Interesting.
He hasn't been there yet, I think.
Oh, one more shot. Okay. Can they? How much of it can they do?
Well,
oh,
they now have a long shot, so that. But they don't have. Schulzer does not have a bow, so he's still missing one crucial element to completing Forest Temple.
That's important though, because that's path to Morpher for player 1.
And Schulzer now has a long shot and iron boots, so I think Alka pointed this out for Mr. Martin earlier, but this is a pretty good odds that Water Temple can just be cleared.
I think Schulzer has the elf now, right? So
yeah, Schulzer does. Mr. Martin doesn't. Well, Water for World 2, but hey, Alka, same thing though. And there's the elf for Mr. Martin.
Miss Martin now has strength 2. Okay, I blink and you miss it. Yeah. World 1 has a lot of stuff. Like a ton of stuff. Martin can do Spirit. Has a bow. Oh, Martin has a bow too. So it can do Forest, do Fire. Only dungeon he can't do is Shadow and Jabu, from what I can see. Because that's Longshot he's got, right? Or am I just making that up?
Martin? No, I don't think you're making that up. I think he does have Longshot as well. Ramon grabbed that Longshot of Horseback Archery for Schulzer, so I think... Has Martin been to, has Mario been to Horseback Archery, to the Gerudo area at all yet?
No.
I don't think so,
oh,
so likely not.
Yeah, has no bow. Okay, never mind. So it doesn't have long shot. But still, there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of... Oh, Mario's being bullied.
Alka pointing out Ramon still has no dungeon completed. Well, that's possible. That's maybe true, but he's playing a great support at the moment.
Yeah, like part of this is knowing when to do your dungeons and when to be the support, basically. So, I think in his case as well, he's got items, but he's got nothing to really get done.
Yeah, so you just go for checks.
Yeah, I don't think Ramon knows how to do King Dodongo would choose, otherwise we would have seen it.
Or
Yeah, and then I'm just looking at the other items. There's only dungeon that they could potentially do is Jabu, and that's it. And when you you're in GT,
he can do Deku too.
oh, Deku.
A, he has
oh,
Theory
Deku.
Sword, and B, it's open.
True. But I think we're gonna see Mountain Dungeon Rush for a bit.
Yep. And likewise with Mario, I think. Well, he's in Forest Temple. He's gonna be busy for another 10 minutes anyway.
Well, as busy as he can with no bow, but as soon as he gets a bow, I think as soon as Cola goes to Domain and gets that bow, so I think Cola is cleaning up adult checks, I think this is. Handing in 10. Yeah, I think Cola's just doing a bit of, I suppose, cleanup. I'm not entirely sure what to call it, but it doesn't look like he plans to go in child anytime soon.
Soulless Forest, like in Blitz. Dungeon shortcuts are, in general, a randomizer feature. You can enable that in your own seeds just as you like, for any dungeons you like. For standard tournaments, or for multi-world tournaments, good question. Need to talk to the race mods and the organizers about that. Different runners have different preferences on that, so...
Oh.
Bow for Zavi! That's what we mean by playing support. And Zavi is now learning the great news about getting his own bomb back for 0 rupees from the Goron shop.
Nice. Thanks, GTG, for gifting, I guess. Because I was there.
I think for Zavi, this was the 3rd bomb bag, though, so... Whereas for Cola, that might have been the 1st.
Hey. Looks like CL wasn't required for water at all. Well, to beat Morpher, at the very least. It's like, I'm seeing Polar's Forest. Is this just...
The Forest dungeon shortcut.
Oh, okay, so you...
Where the elevator is just up. Frogs 2 a slingshot for Zavi.
That's, probably not required.
Probably? But possibly?
Very unlikely. Very unlikely.
I
think
is still without a bomb bag, though. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was I was just saying that it's just with the slingshot. It's just for one check. And it's really oh.
I see.
Like.
All right, chat, behave. I need to step away for 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be right back.
And chat, you've got me. I apologize. Wait. Where did that strength come from? That strength came at like a really awkward time, because I think Forest is... No, forest is required. Why are you going, child? You know what? I think it's more checks doing it this way. It said be rave, right? Oh yeah, and you're right here. Yeah, you do Deku. I think you do Deku, and then if you find like a bomb bag or something, you just continue on your way. Right, so that's Mario done with water, that's 5 medallion on the board for snapback as well. World 2... World 2's got that ambiguous AD, doesn't it? With storms. Yeah, I think avoiding Jabu is probably the right call here. Actually, does Ramond even know it storms an AD? Because the only hint that I've seen is the hint that is by Bigoron. Shortcut Shadow changes key logic. Oh, that's Snaphat's first wallet. Is that Cola's wallet? I think it might be. Ramen knows it's 50-50 for storms or suns. Yeah, I think with that information you just don't do Jabu because it's either like a really good song or it's just sun song, which is kind of meh. Oh, that's Raman's long shot. Okay, so yeah, Raman will be able to full clear 2 dungeons after Deku, which is nice. Actually, no, he bought a choose. That's technically 3. Zavi skipping scrubs. Interesting. Okay. And did he hit the switch? Doesn't look like he did. Okay, that could be important, potentially, maybe. Did Zavi skip all the scrubs? Thing everyone is afraid of is shortcuts. Possibility I haven't rode the boat twice. Just the 2 near the bomb chest. Okay, so probably just blanking on them then. Just gotta hope that they aren't required in any way. Because if they are, then that is a last location if something's on those checks. Wait, they're hinted? I've never seen those hints. Oh, not okay. I was gonna say I've never seen those hints playing Multiworld at all. Definitely get it on latest versions. They made hints for those? Huh. I never thought, like, they're not out of the way scrubs though, are they? Interesting addition that they've added. Okay. I guess they are bomb locks. There are some shenanigans that you could just, you know, use the bomb flower to blow it up. I think you need hover boots for it to work though. Also, I recognize that I've missed quite a bit. Zavi got a strength upgrade from somewhere. My guess it's Schultz's side. And Ramon got long shot in Deku. And I think something else.
Well, speaking of missing things,
Oh, hello.
I'm back.
Tobias, did you know that those two scrubs in Deku, not Deku, in DC, the ones that are bomb locked or
Yeah.
hammer locked? You know, there's
Yes.
hits for them now.
I did not. But that does seem helpful.
So I didn't realize that it was something that they added on, but they have. Oh, Mario's finally got his bow. Okay. So I think Mario is going straight to Forest because that is progression for him, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So buckle up, guys. We're getting double Forest.
Yeah, Martin likewise headed into Forest. Great.
You came back at a great time, Tobias.
I can leave again. There's no problem.
Wait, no, don't go. Don't leave me. Oh wait, FW. Oh, smart. Okay. That is really smart. Wait, are we gonna get triple Forest? Hey, we're gonna get triple Forest.
6 runners, 4 on restream, and of those, 3 have to be in Forest Temple at the same time.
Hey.
Thunder, how was your lunch today?
How was my lunch? It was good. I came back from shopping and I had some sushi.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the Sainsbury's that's near me, like the big, I guess it's what Americans call it, like a superstore or something. They have like a sushi section where the lady makes up like all like the sushi, and I'm just like, okay, can I have one? And she says, I'll be like an hour, and I'm like, great. And
Oh
so
no.
I come back. I mean, I had to do shopping anyway, so I didn't really mind it. But it was also really hot today, and I didn't expect it to be hot, so I wore a coat, and I really regretted my decisions. But when I came back, I had some sushi and a can of old malt cider, I think. How do I even pronounce that word? I should be able to pronounce words. But yeah, alcohol.
Commentary, it would be helpful.
Yeah. I can't speak, I'm sorry.
Okay, so apparently Zavi has the loadout to get to Forest too, but is preferring Ice Cavern, which, you know what? We're grateful.
I think sparing everyone.
Quadruple. Look, Forest Temple, for those who might be new to OOT Randomizer, Forest Temple is a great dungeon. It has some great tricks in it. It favors a runner with good execution. The problem is, it's very linear. So there's not much for us to talk about, because you have to do the entire dungeon anyway. It's not like Fire Temple or Water Temple, for example, where you can skip huge chunks of it if you so desire. So that's why we joke a bit about Forest being boring. It's not boring. It needs doing. It's just there's not much for us to talk about.
Yeah, everything's just in a straight line. It's just...
By the way, with regards to sushi, I live in I think the city with the largest Japanese expat community out in Europe. So the advantage of that is that even supermarket sushi is great.
I'm jealous.
It should be. It's great.
I'm very jealous.
delicious Japanese food. Not just sushi, but also curries and other kind of stuff. Whenever you want.
Yeah, because like I don't know. It's just like I just like like the person who does it, I guess it's gonna sound really weird, but you've got like Costco and everything, and they're supposed to have like some of the best brands around, and some of their like, I guess, seafood stuff isn't as nearly as good as the stuff you get in supermarkets, and sushi's one of them.
Interesting.
That's just my
Right.
opinion, though.
Bunch of checks coming up. We have 2
was that?
checks for Mr. Mario and Ramon, but also Zavi is in Ice Cavern, and I think he just seen a big chest.
I
He's
say
headed
going
there
for
now.
it. Oh, hovers. What are they?
Another big chest on Mr. Mario's side.
A bow?
And
And
a
a
bomb
bomb
deck
bag.
for Ramon.
Wait, did Mr. Martin not get the recoil, or was that? Yeah, must have not got the recoil. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I think just jump slash down to the lower platform, which, to be honest, is a good place to end up. So, you don't want to like go crashing all the way down to the floor. Wait. Did Ramon fall?
No, he's still on the top floor.
Oh, it just said FW, and was that
Not sure what his plan here is, but there's another big chest for Zavi's in Zavi's Ice Cavern. That's his own hover boots.
Ooh. Okay, I thought he fell. I thought I thought he fell, or forgot that he didn't do the Stalfos in the bottom, and just had
Pretty
to
observant.
jump down, beat them, and then Boris went back up. Does he have Nocturne? I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he does. Schultz is also in Forest, hold on.
Oh,
we have
no.
We've got quadruple. Oh, Zavi has Nocturne and Din's a Magic. Yeah, I think those hovers are quite
Yeah, he's
huge.
gonna put those to use. He's gonna put those to use really soon, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why? I'm curious as to the ice play. Was there an Ice Cavern hint that we just missed on Player 3 side?
Certainly possible. But I think in general, if you have Ice Cavern available, it's not bad to do it. I think we got a final Treasures of Ice Cavern hint, actually. We got multiple of those, and I think in Player 3 side, it was an important song.
Right. Okay. Because I think the hints that I saw were Epona and Prelude. So I don't know.
Epona would be important, though, because if I recall correctly, Player 3 had a Gerudo Fortress path? Or something?
I know one of them had a Gerudo Fortress path, and I think that's been resolved now. But I'm not too sure about if there was a second one. Then again, I haven't really been able to keep track of everyone's hints. World 3 GTG has something right.
But this is just Prelude on Ice
Okay,
Cavern. Which, honestly, it's good for routing.
Wait, have we got a fifth? Is that a fifth? That is.
That is
Forests.
5 out of 6 players in Forest right now.
All right,
That's
Zavi.
amazing.
All right,
Come on,
Zavi.
Get your butt in there. We need to get this. We need to get Sextuple Forest.
Yeah, before Mr. Mario just goes and beats it. Although, does Mario not have a shield? Mario doesn't have a
Does he care?
shield. Maybe, yeah, probably doesn't care, but doesn't have a shield. Like, shieldless Phantom Ganon's always... It's annoying. I think it's a lot better with BGS. Oh, the chest. Just Neru's. Okay.
For posterity, I'm just gonna go. Yep.
Ooh! Boomerang!
Nice, nice, nice.
On King Zora. Oh, okay. Boomerang King Zora is quite nice. And unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing... what? Like, 6-player forest? Because Zavi's going straight to Shadow, which is, I think, the better play.
It's a good choice.
It's not. Actually, it's not a play at all. You have to do both. So, Shadow, you have to do Shadow. You have to do Forest. Shadow, I think, has more checks at the moment, so doing that first is fine. But both have to be done. We can thank Zavi later for saving us. Well, Mario is done with PG. That was a really smooth shieldless Phantom Ganon. Right, what's on PG? Nothing. Oh? Did Martin just get Dins? Was that Dins in Forest? Right. Who had the Forest Temple path? Because I didn't know if it was for his own world or if it was for someone else's.
I don't quite recall, I'm sorry.
Any expensive shops? I think the most expensive thing we've seen has been for like 130 something. I don't remember if that was a strength upgrade or not. Oh, it was a bow. Okay. Right, okay, so Ramon's going straight to water while I think Mario's going over to GTG. Is this GTG for Mario?
Yeah, certainly looks like a trek to the Gerudo area.
And there
He
was...
doesn't... he does have Requiem though, so he just wants to
clear, I guess, Westfield and the valley at the same time.
I think if you've still got checks to do, this way is more efficient. But in terms of speed, I think reversing is quicker, but I don't know by how many, like seconds or all that.
Reversing is quicker.
But I think I'd say I think I remember some people saying that it's quicker, but if you've got like other things to do, then it's kind of coming this way is better. To be honest, I don't really know. If you still need to do checks, then field, like coming from field, is like the best thing to do for it. Ooh, nice morpher.
Yeah, and as expected, Mr. Mario is also checking Valley items at the same time. That makes sense. Oh! Had to adjust on the fly there a bit to be able to drop that bomb shoe without a shield.
Yeah, this is why I always buying a shield is it's so nice because there's so many different tricks that you can just do. Oh.
Hashtag buy a shield, you cowards. And yep, that is how you save your save a hint stone before it takes off like a rocket. You hit it with a sword.
I think using the chew was completely on accident the first time, but using the second chew was intentional because I wanted to death warp, and I think you used the ocarina to store damage, I guess. I don't know exactly how to say it, like what it's actually called, but using the ocarina, like if you time it right, you just take damage, and you can keep doing that until, well, you die if you want to death warp.
Yep, I think it's called damage buffering or something. But yeah, it's a neat trick to get basically out of the bottom of the well, bottom of the valley really quickly. Wait, is that Zavi just ignoring the pot in Shadow Temple? I think he must have gotten a hint for that.
Maybe. Oh no,
you got the key.
Oh,
Okay.
It's fast.
Oh no, Zavi gets to do this the slow way. Did not quite make it. Oh. Did not quite make that side hop trick in the wind room, and oh boy, he's coming back in.
Yeah, just reset in the room. Make things easier. As we still don't know if those scrubs in DC were anything important. By the way, like the 2 scrubs that Savvy skipped. So I was just thinking, Savvy skipping checks hasn't been new in at least in the seed, but seems has actually gone back to do them. So but we haven't seen anything of note in Shadow, have we?
don't think so. Wow, that was an aim fest by Mr. Mario just now. Dude just hit like, I think, 7 or 8 shots in a row on 100. Now can just chill and hit the last few pots.
Just showing off why Miss Mario is
Oh!
Oh, hello.
Long shot for Mr. Martin.
That was Path to Player 1's Morpher, yeah. That
For sure it is.
So that is Morpher available. Searching on here. It looks like Mr. Martin just needs lights and Rang and hovers, and that's it from what I can see. But yeah, that is what Ramon got some time ago because of having the bow.
Yep.
And Ramon, I say, if Ramon didn't know, now knows what's on all dungeons for them. Yeah, doesn't have to worry about it just yet. Still has quite a few things to do before even having to worry about all dungeons.
The Shopskippers won game 1, Nightwill.
Yeah, so if they take this game, then they'll be crowned the winners of the Multiworld tournament. But if Snappack win this, they'll go on to a game 3, which I don't know how long it took to schedule between the first game and this one.
It took a while. It's difficult to get six person schedules to align somehow.
Yeah, exactly that.
They worked really hard to get this scheduled. Okay, so here's Mr. Mario now doing what we said earlier. Ramon was doing, playing support. Even though this doesn't get him a medallion, it does get him him and his teammates a bunch of new checks, a bunch of chances at getting useful items.
Mm-hmm. You also have to see that Mr. Mario's done well. I think now Ramon's caught up, but was ahead consistently in dungeon completion.
Yep. So I'm looking at the medallion counters of each runner, and we have 4 runners with 4 medallions each, and we have 2 runners with 3 medallions each, though Zavi is obviously only a short boss fight away from his 4th. So at some point soon, the teams are going to reach the situation where one of their runners will have a clear shot to the finish line. And at that point, or even if you see the chance that you can get one of your teammates a clear shot to the finish line, you drop everything else and prioritize that. Because it's very important to get a time on the board. Because the final scoring for these multi-world races is basically the average of all 3 players' times.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially in Multiworld, you just go straight for the finish. Like, you don't even think. Like, even if you have any unresolved paths or anything like that, you just You just beeline it.
Yeah, as quickly as possible.
Oh.
Ooh. Mr. Mario taking a death to the Stalfos here.
Yeah, exactly. Like you finish first, and then like I think what was it? I'm gonna use Cola example. Say Cola finishes like first, and the next finish doesn't come until Zavi finishes 15 minutes later. Snapback now have a 15-minute buffer where that the clock has stopped ticking, and it will only start ticking again if a member of Shopskippers finish, and it will just count down from that buffer, and then it will stop again if Snapback finish. It's all about a buffer, I guess.
Yeah, the first runner to get a time on the board can very easily decide the whole race, just because, in effect, because this is scored on the average of all 3 runners' times, it just means that as soon as the clock stops ticking for one runner, every other runner in the team just has is basically at a bit more relaxed, can get at the remainder of their seed a bit more relaxed. And it's not like just because you set a time, just because you beat Ganon, you stop playing. You still go back into your seed and hunt for more items for your fellow teammates. It's just that you shift focus then from having from finishing to doing the most check dance locations, or obviously hinted path locations first. Meanwhile, off stream we are seeing something that I'm very glad we're only seeing off stream. Chickens.
Oh. I think isn't chicken set to a certain number in this?
It is 7. That certain number is 7.
Oh. Right.
Phew.
Fun.
Which is... Yes, you do see when your opponents get a finish. That is posted in the race room. That is public.
Like, you can choose to hide the race room, but I think in Multiworld you need to know. You know.
You have to.
There's a. I think it's more in Multiworld. Actually, no, less in Multiworld and more in Standard. But there's something called metagaming, where like if a certain if you know a certain player's playstyles and they finish like with an absurdly quick time, and you know they prefer chickens, for instance, your first point of call is to go straight to chickens, and if it's just there, then you've just correctly metagamed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it well.
Especially in the Season 6 qualifiers, I learned the best qualifiers I played really were when I just completely removed the race room from my sights, and oh my god, Cola just got strength 3 from that chicken's play.
Oh.
Or he got some strength. It might not have been... I mean, it must have been a strength 3? No.
Well, we're gonna
confused
see.
Me, but he sent someone a strength, and it'll be either Mr. Mario or Mr. Martin.
I say we will see momentarily.
Chickens have paid off.
I don't know. Chickens is one of those things where if you're doing well, like bottom of the well, then I like doing it going in, just so it checks off all of that stuff.
Oh! Yeah, I mean...
Oh!
No argument here, that's a good thing.
That's for Mario!
Indeed. That is great timing for Mario. Because now he can just do this.
And see if there's anything back here, because I don't know if Mario's found anything. Actually, has Mario
That
found
wallet
anything
that-
in this place?
I don't think so. That wallet that Zavi just got, by the way, interrupted Schulzer's Morpha quick pull.
Oh.
So that made Schulzer's Morpha boss fight a bit longer.
Can you believe that 7 chickens was the norm?
I do, and
Oh.
let's never talk about the battle times again. Oh, that's a mirror shield. Hello.
That is huge. Oh, okay. Suddenly the tides have shifted.
They have, but at the same time, over on the Shopskipper side, Schulzer is just done with his the 5th dungeon, I think. Has just finished Water Temple, beat Morpha successfully. So it sure does seem like Schulzer only needs Shadow Temple completed to finish this game, and needs light arrows.
Schultz is player 1, right?
Schulzer is player 1.
So Schultzer has all dungeons being Nocturne, so isn't quite there yet. Still needs to do Stone dungeons.
Thanks for the reminder.
Think we'll be on this way to fire. Has the hammer. I think Schultzer should know it's all dungeons. Yeah, knows it's all dungeons. Okay. Straight to fire. Then
Yeah, he's in a dungeon rush mode. Meanwhile, Zavi is making his way through Forest Temple, the last runner on stream, or off stream even, to not have finished Forest Temple. Hello! What exactly is a multiworld? Multiworld means you have a team of 3 runners in this case, and the item pool is spread across all 3 runners' worlds. Like, they're all playing their own game, they're all playing their own randomizer seat, but the item pool is one big one. So, for example, Ramond can find a hookshot for Zavi, which Zavi then gets through the magic of emulator scripting and the internet. It's a team game.
finishing times are calculated by the averages of the finishes of said 3 runners.
Yep, so all 3 need to finish, and the team that has the lower average finish time wins.
Did Schultzer already beat Jabu?
Not according to his tracker.
No, can do it though. Only thing that Schultzer is missing is Mirror Shield for AD. Okay, I've just seen Cola. Cola's just got his hovers from Ice, so we'll be going to Shadow, I think, very shortly.
Yeah, Schultzer is a runner who isn't on stream right now. Exclamation point off stream is the command for these 2 runners. We just can't fit 6 runners on stream, so we're showing you 4. So let's have a look at what each runner still needs. Ooh, it's Mr. Mario losing a shield. What each runner still needs to complete. So Mr. Mario has a mirror shield, has a hookshot, has strength 2, can just complete spirit. He also has everything to complete Shadow Temple, I think. It looks like, yeah.
Missing Dins? Is he missing Dins?
Yes, you're right. Didn't quite see that. He's missing Din's, but that's it. Din's fire
That's
is
literally it.
the last item he needs. And then he can just beeline straight to Ganondorf. Meanwhile, Mr. Martin hasn't put his dungeon layout on his tracker. Ooh, light arrows for Zavi. Very nice.
Oh, needed. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait a second.
So Mr. Martin is World 1. So we know that Mr. Martin still needs the Shadow and Water Temple completion, and we also know that Nocturne is on his Ocarina of Time, so he's going to need to do all dungeons. So also still needs Jabu, needs what dungeons are there? Needs fire and needs gosh darn it. That's when you need to talk and think at the same time, and spirit as well. So Mr. Martin has quite a ways to go. So I'm thinking most likely Mr. Mario will be, or rather World 2 in general, has the best chances right now to be our first finisher. That's another mode, Pulley. So what you're thinking about is also a game mode that we do play in OT Randomizer tournaments. That is called co-op, cooperative. So that is basically where you play in teams of 2 players and you share information about the sea. Oh, remembering that there is indeed a silver gauntlet or a strength upgrade anyway for Schulzer in one of his shops. That's important. So let's see, this is Zavi almost done with Forest Temple. That will be his 5th medallion. All he needs is the fire medallion, is the Forest Medallion from Fire Temple. And to get that, he will need a hammer. We don't know where that hammer is yet. I think that is World 3's hammer, which Cola doesn't have either yet. So no idea where that's hanging out. Yeah, so we do have Song of Storms on all dungeons as well, and that is or Song of Storms on the Ocarina of Time, so that could possibly also require, I think it was World 2 to do all dungeons, depending on if there are any important items in Stormslog checks, and we have a few of those because there is, besides the Stormslog checks you might know from Standard, which is the Bottom of the Well, the Kokiri Forest Storm Grotto, and the Death Mountain Trail Storm Grotto, we have extra Stormslog checks that are scrubs that are locked by Song of Storms. For example, the ones in Sacred Forest Meadow. So that in total is something like close to 15 checks that are locked by Song of Storms. So you don't really know that you need to be doing all dungeons for that until you literally run out of checks to do anything else. Obviously, you work towards it when you have nothing else to do, and you just do stone dungeons. That is Phantom Ganon down for Zavi. We have Mr. Mario, Mr. Martin, kind of in lockstep, making their way through the second dungeon like that. They have basically been doing Forest Temple at the same time as well. And now they are making their way through Spirit Temple. Where's Zavi headed next? Good question. So Zavi still needs to complete Fire Temple. He has available though. He has can't do anything in Water Temple. He can obviously do the Dodongo's Cavern. He just hasn't been there yet. And he can have a look into Fire Temple. He can do the non-hammerlock checks. And he chooses to do that. Which is, I think it's not a bad choice. It's a progression dungeon for him, and no matter if he has hammer or not, he can see how far he can go in here. That's Volvagia down for Scholzer. So that is Fire Temple done for Scholzer. He is on the way to Jabu now. He has Rudo's Letter, he has a Boomerang, he can just do Jabu. And that'll be his three stones completed, because he got a free Goron Ruby. And he will have Nocturne, and will have just a straight shot to the finish at that point. All he needs to complete the seed at this point is Light Arrows.
Okay, so what, sorry about that.
No problem.
So what have I missed?
We are looking at Mr. Martin and Mr. Mario again in the same dungeon at the same time. We are also looking at Scholzer, basically a straight shot to the finish line. He's in glow mode. He can do Jabu. And that gets him Nocturne, and that gets him into Shadow Temple, which he can just complete. All he needs to beat this seed is Light Arrows. Oh, no Goron Ruby Spirit? Then he just confused me. Oh. And now I need to step away for a second. Pardon me.
Alright. Okay, so, Martin is on his way to Jabu to get Nocturne is what I'm guessing is happening here. He just confused me. So I think the closest one potentially to seeing anything here is... It's looking like it's... Mario? Wait, no. What does Zavi have left? Oh, Zavi's done 5 medallions. Just missing. Zavi's missing hammer. Mr. Martin, he needs... Okay, yeah, there's the threshold for Ramon. I think he still needs hovers though. Still needs hovers and lights, and that's it. Oh, sorry, not Savvy. Mr. Martin. I say I'm looking at the right tracker for the player, aren't I? Yeah. It just looks like Oh, hammer! Wait, is that his own? Was that his own hammer? Oh, okay, so that's Savvy in... Oh. Savvy just needs lights, right? Does Savvy have lights? No, Savvy doesn't have lights. Savvy's in glow. Okay. Adult fishing. Wait, no, Savvy has lights. Hasn't marked them. Savvy's just in go mode, right? Wait, no, what's his trials? What's Savvy's trials? Savvy just hasn't marked the light arrows on his personal tracker. Okay, so we know it's Shadow. Got hammer. Got hovers. Does that work though? I don't know if that combination works. Does Savvy have long shot? Yeah, no, the reason why I'm saying about long shot is because with Dins and long shot works. But I think you need fire arrows and hovers if you don't have long shot. Like someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I thought it was fire arrows hovers or long shot Dins for Shadow Trial, because he might not be in go just yet. Yeah, so he's not in go mode at all. He's still very much missing. He's missing fire arrows or long shot at this point.
Or Shadow Trial, I guess.
Yeah, for Shadow Trial. Just thinking about the combinations.
Yeah, we're looking at 2 trials enabled, and I think Shadow Trial I've definitely seen on one of the runners, or 2 even.
Now, I don't know what the second trial is for Savvy. I know one of them has fire trial, and I can't remember which world that was. Was it water trial? Who has water trial? Because water trial is probably the nicest trial they have. Well, aside from forest trial is quite nice actually. But yeah, Zavi found hammer on adult fishing. Which is very fun.
That's... Ugh. And then the feeling of just having had that sitting around for at least an hour or so since you had hookshot. That doesn't feel good. But hey, you can complete Fire Temple now.
And that'll give Savvy 6 medallions to access the Ganons.
All he needs is light arrows. And
he's got light
as you already said, no, he doesn't have them on his personal tracker.
He doesn't, but look, like if he goes back, like if he menus, like we saw it on the menu. I was like, he doesn't have lights though. Opens up the menu, we saw light arrows.
The second time in a very short time that these runners have led us commentators astray. Through poor tracking. CSR stare.
Yeah, to be fair, it's like you get to Ganon, so like, oh yeah, I have this now, and I just mark half my tracker.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, I can't believe you would lead us astray like this. How could you? To be honest, I don't think you care about fire, at least anymore. Like, you go Ganon's and see what you can find there. Like, 4 scrubs.
Fish for items there. You can make your way back to fire easily.
Doesn't have strength 3 though, so light trial's going to be out of commission.
Yeah, but that's still what? 7 checks? No, 7 plus 4, 11 checks.
Yeah, that's.
You can't do Shadow Trial 2 because he doesn't have a hook shot or fire arrows as discussed, but sorry, doesn't have a long shot or fire arrows. But other than that, he's golden.
I'd personally go to Ganon's just so I can set FW. Like, just set it in one of the rooms so you can just warp there.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He also has GTG to go to, which is a bunch of checks.
Savvy's got a lot of stuff open. A lot of stuff open for him. Yeah, Ganon's. I feel like it's just this is just a me thing personally. Like with my experiences with League, if I need to go in Ganon's for anything, climb. Well, we can climb because trials aren't on in that, but climb set FW in the Starforce room, and when you're ready to go back to Ganon's, you can just throw a swim back. No walking involved, which is nice. An ice cream. Forgot to buy some. That's the worst. Hey Tobias, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor? Oh, that's a good one. Pistachio.
Oh, is that the one with the nuts?
The one with the pistachio nuts.
Look at I had to ask. I didn't want to make out like I didn't want to go, what's pistachio? And then have the entire world yell at me.
I may have pronounced that badly. Doesn't come up in casual conversation that often, that word. Anyway, fire shirt for Mr. Mario.
I was gonna say that Mario got a lot of items there. Do you not get any items when you got Ruto?
No, you drop Ruto like a stone, like a sack of bricks, and immediately get the item.
Oh.
Oh yeah, happy 2 hours and 10 minutes.
It's been
1 week?
Yeah. It feels like everything was moving so fast, and things are still moving fast, but it's like things have slowed down notably.
Yeah, the flurry of items from the beginning is done now. Mr. Martin is now done with all dungeons, has his Nocturne, and is on the way to Shadow Temple.
I was say, Schultz had just got Mirror. Was that?
Sure looks
also,
like it.
Schultz will be able to do all dungeons as well very shortly as well. So after doing Jabu immediately into doing Spirit, so we'll be getting all dungeons from that.
Yep, was the Goron City Scrubs on World 3, unfortunately. So that is Zavi's Goron City Scrubs. Zavi, as we expected, is headed to Ganon's castle now. 11 checks for him there. And now by 1 stick richer.
We'll be able to see what the other trial
that
is.
was light arrows.
Oh, what?
That was light arrows that Schulze just got for himself.
Oh, where?
I don't know. We will probably see it in one of the on stream very soon, because that was in the middle of his Baronade fight. Probably here in Forest Trial, to be honest.
That.
Yup.
I was gonna say that makes sense. That's a big chest.
That is go mode for
Schulze.
Schulze.
Oh wow. Okay. Wait. What trials does Schulze have? Because if it's fire, then not quite go mode just yet.
Good point. Schulze is World 1, so possibly fire? He just beat Baronade. He needs to do Spirit still to get his Nocturne. Fire and Shadow. Womp womp. Okay, he does need
Ooh.
Strength 3.
Does need strength 3, but that'll be the only thing he's looking for. So, but also nice. Player 3 just has forest and water. No, not water. Forest and shadow trial. Is it?
So, side note, Cola just got Mr. Martin his Din's Fire.
Oh.
Which is convenient timing!
Oh, that's a strength upgrade. For who?
Was it Martin?
Player 1.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Martin. It was Mario's. Mario is about to find his Din's Fire.
That is
Or
gold.
get his Din's Fire.
Oh.
And golds from Mr. Martin. Oof.
So where's Hovers? I need to know where Hovers are.
There we go. That's Mario's Din's Fire, and that's obviously his Shadow Temple. Is that go mode for him?
What's player 2's? We were talking about this. What was on player 2's stuff on trials?
I'm not sure the trials for player 2. We
think-
definitely should have made note of that.
One of them is definitely water trial. I think water trial is one of the things. I definitely saw water. I think the fact that Xavi isn't going towards water trial, I'm going to guess it's player 2. Which means Mario still needs hammer to be like in full go. Mario picking up Cola's lights, it looks like.
Doesn't look like the scrubs have anything useful for Xavi. Nope. Just
There
a
is
bunch of
water
health.
and shadow. You know something? I'm so... Oh wait, are we gonna... Oh, I forgot this is... We're gonna see FAE.
Oh yes! Very good. So, turns out, by the way, you don't need Din's Fire to beat Shadow Temple in many cases.
Only
This is
because...
Fire, Arrow, and Tree.
Fire arrow entry is not usually like in the standard rule set, like in S6 and most weekly settings, it's a banned trick. It was allowed in Multiworld because of like it just makes some things easier. But the reason why FAE is like it's like a double-edged sword in some cases, where the only way it hurts you is if there's a key or the boss key or a required item in the what's that thing called? What's that room? The room that closes in on you that you need to use Dins in.
Spike Wall Room,
That's it.
I think.
Yeah, the spike wall. That's like the only thing that they can be really tripped up in, but gets it, like makes it look really easy. By the way,
That looked a lot easier than it is. Good grief.
I know for a fact when I was on like my old controller, I had to use the fire arrows. Like, so you're supposed. So if you do it correctly, all you need to do is use fire arrows on one of the torches, and you get it right. I have to use it on 2. Don't ask me why, but I have to use it on 2, and I get it. Well, I got it, I should say, when I was doing it. I don't think I'd be getting it now. It's too convoluted. Without, doing it from memory or everything. Easy first try after 6 months. You get it first try and then you'll never get it again.
But it does require 2 torches in the end with fire arrows. But it is important also for team communication, as Fennel points out in chat. You need to tell your team, hey, don't send any items right now. If at all avoidable. Because if you get an item, that's it, you're done. Fire arrow entry. You can restart your attempt because you're going to run out of time. These torches are not meant to be lit with fire arrows. They have a very short fuse until they burn out again. You're meant to have dins for these. So fire arrow entry is a difficult trick in the best of times. But if your teammates send you items, then it's basically impossible.
Yeah, if you fail it, it's just a time sink. But if you get it, and there's nothing in that room, you are golden. Speaking of which, where was that Dins? Because you said Kolo found it?
Yes, he did. Oh, good grief. I don't recall, I'm sorry.
GTG BMOS, okay. That is... Oh, Zavi, I think after all of this stuff, GTG might be a play Zavi Ghost Wars.
Cola just found a strength upgrade.
Oh!
But I don't think it was his, so he will... One of Mr. Martin or Mr. Mario will get a strength upgrade soon.
Well, Mr. Martin has strength 3.
That's a strong indication of who might get that.
Oh, I didn't even see chess minigame being done. So what are we on right now? Is it left, right? Oh, is it going to be left, right, left, left, right?
Correction, it was Cola's own strength upgrade. He's headed to the strength room in GTG right now.
Hold on, did I technically do that? Oh, right, left, right. Oh, darn. Almost. I wouldn't have won anything anyway.
You would have won bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Oh, Ramon's on keyboard. I didn't know that.
Yes, people play randos competitively on keyboard. Some of the best players in the OoT randomizer scene are keyboard players. See also FMZ.
I'll say there's FMZ, there's Alfalfa.
There's Ramond.
Obviously, Ramond. I'll say who else? I think not necessarily like
Fabio.
Oh, right, Fabio. Goldfish. Although I think Goldfish hasn't been on the competitive scene in a while, so.
I think I've seen them on commentary for a Majora's Mask race recently, in fact.
Oh right, yeah, MM Blitz, MM Scrubs.
Can't ESS, but most controller players don't want to either. Isn't that the truth?
You know, when I had, well, I was gonna say I'm gonna go back to my old controller again because now I'm off of that thing. I think it's absolutely hilarious how I even played the game to begin with. I couldn't shield turn, so I had to but I could ESS perfectly. So what I had to do for King Zora Skip was ESS turn into the wall, shield turn down and do the skip that way. I couldn't shield turn, so I had to ESS into the wall and do all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how.
This seems broken.
Yeah, it was. I'm very glad I fixed it, or I replaced it. I think is the better word. I didn't realize how good shield turning actually was. How good it was that to actually backwalk in a straight line. All those things feel good. I should have been able to do from the very start, but hey. Oh wait, where is this? Is this Central Pillar? Haven't been boss key for Miss Martin? Or is that Dragon? Don't even. I've lost the plot. I don't know where anyone is right now.
I mean, same. I can tell you 2 of them are in Shadow Temple. Funnily enough, it's Ramon and Mr. Mario at the same time. One of them has a crucial piece of equipment more than the other. And we're about to see if that might be required.
Right, yeah, because just before the boat. The fact that they have 0 keys going into this next room.
Concerning.
Very concerning.
It increases, like, every check that's not a key from here on out increases Ramon's odds of having to get a key from the spike wall room. So
I suppose
let's see.
that is, yeah, that's only 1 key. Right.
Okay, 1 key from here. So Ramon has a 1 in 3 chance of being able to finish this dungeon. That can't feel good.
No. But I will say, good news for Ramon though, can set FW. And will be able just to come back once he has Dins. Because it looks like Zavi's going to get it soon. Yeah, they've had very similar routing choices, I guess. Like throughout the entire seed. But I think not having the strength is going to hurt Shopskippers a lot. Like, I think they're ahead on just dungeon rewards in general. But that strength can hurt. Yeah, because I think Cola is just a bit behind here. What's been the difference between the World 3s? Because it looks like...
So item-wise, I think the long shot for 1. Long shot? Is that a long shot? I can't tell. No, it's a hook shot.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the differences between their trackers. Obviously, we know where Hammer is. Oh wait. Oh, I think I remember. Zavi went to well earlier, and I think got the rang from his own rang from here.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah. And it is the last key. Ramon can finish this dungeon.
Ramon? You lucky
You lucky son of a gun! What's in that big chest, though?
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Okay, that's a strength.
Okay, not so lucky in the sense of. Oh wait, Ramon, do
that
you
is Vince fire!
Never...
Oh, that is amazing!
Perfect timing. Never mind. Oh, that is.
That was strength 3 for Mario, which is that his go mode?
I think that's
his
Mario's
go mode.
go. That's Mario's go mode, isn't it?
And Ramon's as well in this case. No, Ramon has strength 2 now.
Strength 2. We'll be able to access Ganon's. But needs the strength from chickens. From World 3's. Oh my god.
I mean, it's World 2, Water, and Shadow.
Is it?
As far as we know. World 2 was Water and Shadow, I think. Trials, so I think Ramon might be able to get this. If we took note of the trials correctly this time.
Yeah. Oh, where was Hammer? Where was Hammer then? Like for World 2, I missed that.
He doesn't have it yet.
Mario has
Oh.
it.
Oh, that's a good question.
Was that just in Spirit?
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Ramon will be doing Spirit first, but that is just lucky. That is so lucky.
That was incredible timing on that Din's pull by Zavi. Incredible.
Like
a minute later, and Ramon would have been fighting Bongo, and none of this would have mattered. Because he wouldn't have dropped for Aurora's Wind here either, I think.
I think Ramon was going for to see what was in the maze anyway. So I think would have set FW knowing that there was a big chest back there.
True. Okay, Cola just got his boomerang, by the way, off stream.
Right. So we'll be going off to Jabu, and needs to somehow get to Adult Lake for the hammer. So this is kind of I guess now chickens is no longer a factor. I think Shopskippers has an advantage here, but
yeah, but Ramon still needs to do a dungeon. Mario is done.
Yeah, I think Mario's finish is going to be a very good buffer to have. Oh, there's the hammer. Okay, never mind. Ramon's in Go. Yeah, Ramon's now in Go mode too. Although I think that just...
Yeah, that was Ramon's hammer coming from Zavi. Yep, there we go. The only advantage that Mario really has is Strength 3. If anything is in Light Trial for him, or for his team rather, or of course if we noted the trials down wrong, and World 2 actually has a trial enabled that needs Strength 3.
I'm pretty certain one of them was definitely Fire, but I can't remember which world that was.
I think it was World 1.
I think it's World 1 too.
Okay, we got this. Okay, Water and Shadow. Okay, so World 2 is Water and Shadow trial. Mario is doing a few checks, which is interesting. I would think he would just try and beeline it to Ganondorf at this point.
I mean, these checks are quick, so I think this is fine.
Yeah, that's true. Cola Fire Arrows, cool.
So yeah, now we're just gonna be seeing Mario do the trials that he needs to do, and then once they're done, I think he'll just come back after being Ganon and everything. Yeah, both player 2s have got hammer. I don't know if you're referring to like who you're referring to for the hammer, but they might all have hammer actually. Cola doesn't have. Oh yeah, obviously Cola doesn't have hammer. But yeah, Cola doesn't have hammer because of
He's gonna get his hammer in Jabu here, though, right?
no, on adult fishing.
Okay. All right, that's water trial done for Mario.
I love
One more
water
trial, and then it's so quick, so easy.
It's like the best trial. Like you just cheer if you see water trial on it. It's got like I think it's got the lowest requirements of. Actually, does it have the lowest requirements?
It needs hammer.
Bottle and hammer. This is. Well, technically, you could just long shot hovers. Oh.
So, how does the world look like? Or rather, how does Snack Pack pull this back? Well, Snack Pack has 2 runners in go mode right now. Schulzer is about halfway through Shadow Temple. And Ramond is, well, steadily climbing Spirit Temple and doesn't look like he's taking too much. Well, he is picking up items as he goes. But I don't think he will spend too much time here. Rather go back here later. So this is one of those races where it's not in fact over once the first runner finishes, because again, Snack Pack have 2 runners pretty close to the finish line. Even though Mario is likely going to be the first one to complete his seat. Do we know what Trials World 3 has? We know Forest Trial. Xavi already opened that, but I don't recall the second one. Shadow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was
Wait,
Shadow.
all 3 words have Shadow? Ew.
Gross. I think. Oh wait. I've just realised something.
Yes.
Cola got fire arrows for player 3 in Ganon's, right? So once Cola gets there, we'll be able to do Shadow Trial with the with fire arrows. I think Ramon won't miss those. So Xavi's gonna be in go as soon as Ramon does that scrub.
Good point, yeah.
So we have information on like player 3 can finish as soon as Ramon goes to Ganon's castle. Xavi will be probably the next finisher.
Yeah, it's, obviously he's digging for fire arrows or a long shot right now, and Ramond will give him that pretty soon.
All right, what is this?
Here's Mr. Mario climbing the tower.
I'm still. Where
So
are the hovers? I'm just thinking, where are the hovers that Mr. Martin are missing? Because that's an item that Schulzer has had for a while.
Don't recall. So our problem, or the problem that shopskippers have right now is their World 1, really. Do they have a problem? Yeah, they do. Because I was wrong. Schulzer is not in Go mode. He has Fire Trial. And for that he needs Strength 3.
Was that strength on chickens? Was that the strength on chickens?
That strength was on chickens, yep. I think that was on chickens.
I couldn't remember which world strength that was. I thought that was actually... No, I thought that was world 2 strength, wasn't it? Or did I just make that up? Probably just made that up.
Possible. I mean, I think Cola had that strength on chickens. That would have gone to Martin. That was for World 2, okay.
Okay, so I didn't make it up, good.
You didn't make it up, you were just more observant than I was.
So where was that strength then? He got it in GTG. Well, if there's one thing we know for sure, Ramon... Was it? Probably won't be going to GTG 4. Actually, he might be. He might go to GTG after this, depending. Or... No, I think Schulzer goes Ganon's, hoping to find some stuff. Alright, that's Ganondorf down for Mario. Phase 1 starting up soon. I don't think Shopskippers will be... Oh! Chickens!
Zavi is doing chickens! This could be big.
This is, definitely gonna be something. What was it? I think, I was gonna say that I don't think Shopskippers will be too surprised at Mario's finish, considering that their World 2 is also making their way into Ganon's castle now.
True. Oh no. Oh dear. Ramon might get those fire arrows before Zavi is done chickens.
Right.
Do you abandon your chickens attempt? I don't think so.
I don't think you do. I think you do chickens and then leave afterwards. But it all depends on what Schulzer decides to do. If Schulzer decides to, I want to do the scrubs first and then do the trials, then yeah, maybe. But I don't think he will. I think he'll go straight to the trials. Which looks like Ramon is doing.
Doesn't worry about checks.
I mean, I don't think you do. I think you just commit to the finish.
Yeah,
right? And then
get
you
a
do
time
the
on the
checks
board.
later.
That is the last hit for Mr. Mario. One more poop off the snoot. Get your GGs in chat for Mr. Mario, who is going to be the first finisher in this multi-world.
And the timer will start. Like I said before, the timer will stop again when Shopskippers get a finish.
That is the first finish time in this multi-world, 2:41.23.
That's an insane time in multi-world.
Quite. And that is Zavi grabbing Ramon's strength 3.
And now Mr. Mario's just going to go and leave? Not even checking light trail. Or is this gonna...
If there's a path hinted location that he still has open, then he would prefer that.
Or is this checking OGC? Yeah, I think this is definitely checking OGC. This could just be ODC reset into Ganons, do Ganons, and then warp away. I think, unless, oh wait, no, there's multi-world logic, isn't there? Maybe they've worked out that Light Trial can't have anything, or something.
Oof, yeah. So multi-world logic, for those who don't know, if an item is if an item locks a certain location, it can't be. Ooh, force refresh on our commentary page. Sorry for the distraction. If an item locks a certain location, it can't be in that location, even in another world. So, for example, a strength 3 can't be, or a strength upgrade can't be in a strength 3 locked location. But yeah, Ramond is obviously hurtling towards the finish line. And... whoops. Sounds...
Sounds?
Sorry, I was distracted by having the wrong sound up. We have switched runners on Restream now that Mr. Mario is done. So Cola is now on Restream, and Mr. Martin is relegated to the off-stream slot.
There
Mr.
they
Mario,
are.
I should say.
There they are. There's the hovers. I think
boy.
that's... yeah, that's Mr. Martin in Go mode as well. So just need to do Shadow, and we'll be well on his way to Ganon's afterwards. Oh, sorry, yeah, Mr. Mario.
Yeah,
One of the
Mr. Mario
misters.
is off stream. One of the misters. One of the M's.
I'm just pulling up his stream just to see what he could potentially give us. So now hovers have been found. Martin's in Go. Cola is missing the hammer. And that's it. I think that's all they're missing, isn't it?
Hey kid. Anyway, Ramond is about to start his Ganondorf fight. Saves his game, obviously. Let's see. Ooh, this looks like a promising light trial for Schulzer. Hey,
Zavi's just waiting. Zavi's just waiting now. Won't be waiting long though, because that Ramond will reset and go into Ganon's.
Seems to be thinking he's in BK mode, which is not far from the truth, I guess. He might be, actually.
Yeah, it might be true. Not doing... Wait, has Zavi climbed fire?
That seems to be an option too terrible to even contemplate.
But like, I guess if you think you're in BK, then probably can't do more about the strength. His hammer went adult fishing. He can climb, no? Because weren't they locked out?
Anyway, that's Dwarf done for Ramond. These are 2 teams of 3 playing a multi-world seed. So these are 3 different worlds that share an item pool. And there is Zavi getting the long shot, or about to get the long shot from...
Oh.
Schulzer here, and that should be it for him.
That's
Not
huge.
even waiting for the fire arrows here.
That is huge, yeah.
It was just chilling in Schulzer's spirit trial.
Any moment now.
And there it goes.
There we
That's
go.
Xavi in go mode.
Oh, God.
That's huge, though. Wait, that's all 3 of their players in go mode. I think Shopskippers had this.
Shopskippers is still missing a strength upgrade, aren't they?
I always forget about that. Yeah.
I think. Unless I just imagined fire trial, but I'm pretty certain I saw fire.
We have definitely seen at least a fire trial.
Oh, I was getting so excited. I was going, are we about to see Serenade? No.
And that is Ramont done fighting Ganondorf, Ganon even.
Right.
It's like he had to take a short break here, so don't be surprised if Ramont doesn't immediately reset. He had to take care of business for a moment here. GG, Ramont.
I think is
And
that
we're switching to Schulzer on this particular restream slot, obviously.
I think what was the time that Mario got again? Is that a 241? 241. Where is it? 241.
It was a 241.23, so they have about a 7 minutes buffer.
Okay, that can be pretty huge anyway. Like that buffer is.
Yeah, but you have at least one more runner in go mode.
Right, so that buffer is. Oh wait, no, Schulze has strength. Oh no. No. Oh no, this is Shopskippers to lose then. When did Schulze get strength 3? He hasn't marked on his tracker.
We are being led astray by our runners again and again and again.
Never mind. I was like, hold on, what are you doing in here? You've only got strength. Oh, okay. No, Xavi did chickens, but that chickens was a player too. So I've been keeping a very close eye on Schultz's strength count, and I was very convinced that only had strength 2. No, this is yeah, no, this is. Oh wait, yeah. Well, Dins, hello. Wrong button. Yeah, that was the wrong button. Oops. Yeah, this is all of Shopskippers in Go. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Bamboozled. I can't believe these guys. Yeah, so that 7-minute buffer, as soon as Xavi starts again, like, as soon as Xavi finishes this, his fight, that will go down, and then as soon as Schulze finishes, I think doesn't it work on double time or something?
No, it in the end it is all just the average of all 3 runners' times, or you can also take the sum of all 3 runners' times. Same thing, really. So you don't need to do any fancy mathematics. It's literally just sum them all up.
Oh, I guess it's the thing of like, for instance, I think this was Dad. I think this was when Dad Dad's final, I think, of last season, where they had to, they had like a 24-minute buffer, but the other team all finished first. Like they all of their team finished, and it literally came down to, I think, the last few seconds of the buffer or something.
Quite possibly. But let's see. So, we have Zavi fighting Ganon. We have Scholzer on the way up the tower. I think, yeah, this has to be Shopskipper's game at this point.
Oh yeah, this is as Hamza says, we're going to be having new champions. I can't believe that they named themselves the Good, the Bad, the Shopskippers, yet they didn't skip any shops. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm mad.
I said this last time, and I was just disappointed, and now I'm disappointed again.
Alright, that is Zavi. Done with the Ganon fight. One more hit. One more boop of the snoot.
Boop of the snoot.
And finishing with an official time of 2 hours and 54 minutes and... 32 seconds, that's it!
GG's. And the third finish is not that far behind.
Yeah, not that far off. We're going to have new multi-world champions in this, after this very race.
I mean, sub 3 for these runners is, I think, very doable. Like, in Multiworld. Like, they could easily sub 3 in Standard.
In Standard, no problem. In Multiworld? Oof.
It takes a very special... I say it takes a very special seed to sub 3, but teamwork also makes sub 3s possible.
Mm-hmm. As always, teamwork makes the dream work. Oh! Oh, wow, that was last second for Mr. Martin there.
Or not quite getting the one cycle, but still a really quick bongo fight nonetheless. Just wondering why. Like, I think Snap Pack went into this going, I'm not gonna buy a shield. Like, we're just not gonna buy shields, right? And then they were just like, yeah, we're only gonna use the mirror shield.
Apparently so. Alright, that is Ganon phase 1 down for Scholzer. Oh.
Yeah, unless something goes particularly bad, all the runners will sub 3 this.
There will not. You cannot even have things go bad enough for this to not sub 3. I think Scholzer would need to die to Ganon twice. But anyway, that's a moot point now. Get your GGs in chat for the new Multiworld Tournament champions. The good, the bad, and the Shopskipper. Schulzer is about to finish with an official time of 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 46 seconds. There we go.
GG's.
First thing Zavi asks, is it over, Monk Eyes?
So, in a way, yes. Well, actually, in a way, yes, and in a way, no, because they still have that buffer, but it's being ticked away. I mean, Cola's not finishing this.
No, the buffer is over. Like, you,
I mean, there is a very small buffer. Like, I mean, the fact that Mario finished first. Mario finished first. There was like a 7-minute buffer. Then, blah 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 blah. I know. Ramond finished, and then the timer stopped. Then Savvy finished, and then the timer ticked down in the other way. Like, and then now we have this finish. They physically can't finish, and they've just seen that, so...
And so they have forfeit. And with that is this series over. This is this tournament over. Let's see if we can get them in here for an interview. Because what a race. That was a quick one.
Very, very quick. So we've had some ups, we had some downs, but that was good. Okay, we've got a couple of Shaws for interview at least, so...
All right, and we are joined by the competitors.
Yo,
GG's.
Well, half of us.
That's the snack pack. Commiserations on not quite making it.
it is what it is. You missed the check.
That is indeed what happened.
So,
I mean, not even so much missing a check, but just
well,
not doing
it's
it.
just it was not a priority.
It was never in the way.
I was gonna say, I don't think you ever had to go out there, did you, Cola?
No, why would I? To be honest, like about like it wasn't hinted at all. I don't know.
So I do have some questions for you guys. Did you just decide that you guys just weren't going to buy any shields?
Oh yeah, I had no idea where the Hylian shields were. I completely forgot.
I got mine. I got mine like on the first shop.
I was like, Martin, you were fine, but it's just like shieldless forest from Mario.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate
fun
things.
time.
Yeah, was it fun though?
Nah, well, no.
Well, it's not fun with a shield anyway. So
it's not fun.
Oh my gosh.
That tells you guys, always buy a shield.
Exactly, that's why we lost.
Yeah.
We lost because
No
no
other
shields
reason.
were bought.
Yeah.
Can't believe this. But yeah, GG Shopskippers.
GG's,
GG's.
congratulations.
Hello, everybody.
You
are the Multiworld Tournament champions.
Oh,
Somehow.
You get the server icon now.
Hell yeah.
oh.
Damn, we don't even have an icon.
So you need to
Sami
make
like,
one
"Why
now.
we will fund you for it." He was just like, we need a server icon, we need a server icon. It was like, Sami, We need to win this first.
No, Xavi clearly has his priorities straight.
Yeah, what?
Oh, there was definitely moments though where the timings couldn't have been more perfect. Like there was
I think I got screwed over in like every boss fight I had. Like Forest Temple, perfect item timing, Water Temple, Fire Temple, just counted.
No, I
I feel
mean,
like Ramen Dins was great.
oh yeah,
Raven's
the
Dins
dins.
was just the greatest.
It was like
Walks into the room. Oh, hey, you have Dins Fire.
it was like the FAE though was really really good. Like it was like blink and you miss it sort of thing. It's like, oh, you're in shadow, you got it. Oh, that's really good. You just have to, it's not like there's going to be anything at the back of shadow though. Like there's always that worry. And then we saw a big chest on Mario's side. I was like, oh, it's a strength. Oh wait, the strength that
It's
you're missing is on
useless.
chickens.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and then you get Dins from Zavi in GTG literally the moment you walk into that room.
That was so great. I think the greatest moment in OT Rando I've like encountered so far. It was like in a movie, basically.
It was like, oh my god, there's a strength upgrade. Oh wait, you've just got Dins. Oh wait, you've got strength 2. You're just in go mode. Never mind.
Damn.
So what was the wallet that they got then for P2?
Which wallet was that? Because you guys didn't have wallets for like the longest time, yet Zavi had like 2.
I think that was like not even that late.
Was that Lake? That might have been Lake actually.
I have no idea
Blake
where we
again,
got.
just.
I said late, but it could be Lake as well. I have no idea.
It might just be Martin's child fishing.
No, I never
Yeah.
did that as well. Oh, yeah, I did that on my way to Chabu at some point, but I don't think there was anything important.
I didn't have 20 rupees, so I decided to never go back.
Totally understandable.
Yeah, but
I think
said-
I'm on my
wallet.
way to like how's it called? On my way to a domain, I was like, surely there's gonna be my letter inside there, and then I got like, oh no, it's just hover boots, and then wait, why is the letter here as well? This is so stupid. Why is my domain so stacked?
Speaking of
player
letter,
1.
I also recall that World 2 had just World 1's and World 3's letter just chilling in Kokiri Forest and Deku Tree, or was that one of the other worlds? Can't quite recall.
No,
not
World
my
1
world.
had all letters, I think.
World 1 had all letters. Lovely.
Yeah, one Kokiri Forest, the other one in Domain, and I don't remember the other one.
Deku lobby chest.
Oh, was it? I don't remember. But yeah, makes sense.
That was kind of
What?
ridiculous.
That letters. Oh, I really liked, by the way, in the shops where you had like 0 magic, 0 rupee bomb bag.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh my
free.
god.
I was literally running out of bombs, and there's a bomb bag for 0 rupees in the shop for my.
Also, the player 2 wallet was in the top in player 2's world.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know you were
Never
talking
went
about
nice.
P2 wallets, because the other one was like in Goron City, the Hammerlock. shop.
Yeah, that's the second one that I got.
Yeah.
I
That
feel like
one-
if I got wallet earlier, then I could get fire arrows earlier and enter shadow and beat it earlier, basically.
I mean, there was nothing in Shadow Temple besides the things too. So
Yeah.
didn't really help that much.
Yeah, you guys were like, for player 2 at least, had very similar routing. We just thought that the strength was going to be a deciding factor until, Shadow happened. But something else that was really funny, and Zavi, we thank you. Like, we thank you a lot. We had 5 out of 6 runners, like 6 of you guys in forest at the same time.
Oh my
God.
Oh.
And we thought it was
Like-
bad that we were at like triple force on our side.
It's like, Sammy, you were in ice, and then was like, I think you got, you got something. I think a strength
Hover
upgrade.
boots,
That,
yeah.
Ho-
Hover
yeah,
boots,
you got. Oh yeah, you got hovers, but you had everything to go into forest anyway. I was like, okay, so you have a choice.
Yeah, but we know that the letter had to be par for my bongo, so I went ice first.
Yeah, I did Jabu, dip Jabu, and then I get the bow as I dip Jabu, so I just went to forest.
Ah, okay.
It was
Oh, was
just,
there any other bows for P2? Or is it just the one in domain?
I'm trying to think.
One
'Cause the-
was in light trial, I think.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
one in the
Yeah.
end.
Oh
So
god.
I never went.
I think in P1's light trial, I think it was.
I got a bunch of bows somewhere, but they were not important.
So yeah, Mara, you were having a bit of a dilemma, I think, because after you beat Ganon, it was just like you have all of these checks open, but didn't do them. So was it
Like,
just
none of them
a-
can have anything.
Oh, we
Unless it's
thought
like a
as
claim check
much.
for something.
I was like, we
but-
thought as much as that, but then you were just like, Ocarina Pool, walk out. Ocarina Pool, walk out. It was like, it's like, oh
I
no.
was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Goron City to get the big chest in Maze, but then no, I have to do OGC first because it's right here. So
Oh yeah. I say, what was that, by the way?
this
Don't know
is
if you saw it.
wallet.
Oh yeah, you mentioned. Duh. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a long 3 hours.
At least it was not as long as our last season.
yeah, that's at least it wasn't 4 hours plus.
Oh, I see.
Last
Well,
season
we
was
almost went to 5 hours.
yes. That was not fun for everyone. Especially not for player one.
I say, player one got the short end of the stick again with this seed. At least you knew it was AD early.
I got the hint from Valley first before I even got the hint in the Dongus Cavern. I was like, yes, I got it out of the way hint. No, there's another OT hint that's on the way. But I managed in the seed despite having a CL on Burning Cake and having an AD to not ever check my medallions and stones. I was like, surely water is gonna be a stone now. I need 3 stones for Shadow at some point. Oh no, it's a spill medallion. I have 5 medallions now and no stones. Sure.
So you're doing really well if it wasn't AD. But yeah, there was definitely some other Monka moments where I think Mario, you got the OT hint, and we were like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be required.
yeah." It was like, so is this gonna how many checks? 22? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's
Do
why
you just-
after beating the game, I was just like, okay, time to get storms because something's probably behind it. But then nothing ended up being behind it. It was just
Yeah, we were
late.
just banking on Hammer being there, to be honest.
Yeah, if Hammer was in well, then easy dubs. But whatever,
Yeah, just late things.
just lake things. My lake had something good too. Like my lake had Cola's wallet. So I
Yeah.
just forced him to run to get my bow.
That should have been a
God,
sign.
And then I get him another wallet, like
I ran through the river so often.
3 times,
I
was
at
it?
one point
Yeah,
it was
3
just-
times.
at one point I was like, I could do 4 dungeons now, but I have to go source domain because there are stupid path hints. Oh wait, there's even more for me.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this has been an amazing tournament to not only just to be a part of, but to see come to an end.
Finally get it over with.
Finally.
No more scheduling.
I suppose the real question is how thrilled are you guys not to have to schedule a game 3?
Oh, I'm happy that we don't have to schedule, but sad that we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be weird if that weren't the case, to be quite honest.
You know, I'm happy we lost.
0-2.
Yeah.
Not too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
GGs.
question GGs to all. The final question, maybe, because I think we need to get off this channel. There's the next broadcast is already coming up soon. What's next for you all?
Link to the
Now that
past.
Multiworld is done.
Oh, Link to the Past, Park! I'm gonna be
So Link to the Past Challenge Cup, right?
Yeah, I'm in Challenge Cup groups.
Nice.
It's
I was meaning
filters
to
in
ask.
main tourney, so good luck.
Also, there's a Majora's Mask Scrubs tournament.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
And there's the Wind
Or rather,
Waker
already
Scrubs
going.
tournament that's coming up too. Mini
The mini-
Blins.
The mini
I might-
blends, yeah.
I might try
There's
to
the
join
Blitz
one of
tournament
those.
going on, and there's the League thing going on right now, and there's an
There's
80 keys
like-
tournament and the Link to the Past coming up right now. There's it's
There's
only
so
tournaments.
much. So
Fire
much
Force
stuff.
Blitz exists.
Oh
Another
yeah.
invitation. Too much. Doesn't stop ever.
It never
Triforce
stops.
Blitz. Until it does, and then it's just like, oh. I feel like there should be something else on, and then we'll create something else, and then it'll start again.
And
Yeah.
then there's co-op again.
At
Don't
this
give them
point, there's
ideas.
just so many tournaments.
I would say
There's,
it's like random settings coming
Yeah,
on again soon.
summertime, like all the tournaments come out. Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh.
that.
Oh boy.
How many did we just list? I feel like that's easy, like 6.
At least 10.
At least 10.
I'll say
So-
I know at least of one more secret one as well. So
Oh,
Oh boy, we're getting the inside scoop here.
I'm not
inside
gonna tell
scoop.
more than that. But it
Well,
is
that's
what it
okay.
is.
We'll bribe off screen. It's okay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think that's all.
I
for me.
think that's all from us. Thank you everyone who made this restream possible. Congratulations, huge congratulations again to both the Good, the Bad, and the Shopskipper winning this multi-world tournament, and obviously the runner-up Snack Pack for putting on amazing runs through this tournament. Thank you to the Shopskippers, Ramon, Schulzer, and Zavi. Thank you to Cola, Mr. Mario, and Mr. Martin. The Snack Pack. Thank you to our wonderful trackers, Alkaline Ace, who's also pulling double duty on Restreamer today. Thank you to Palm, Siberian, and MC Hundy. Thank you to my awesome co-commentator, Deadly Thunder. And obviously, thank you to Hamster, Fenchel, and all the other organizers of the Multiworld tournament for putting this tournament on. It's been a joy.
Multiworld is just so much fun, and especially another big, huge shout out to Fenner here, who put up an amazing software that makes it so easy to play Multiworld. Like, it's so much better. I didn't play the old one, but I'm glad I did not have to play the old one.
It was painful.
I can only imagine.
It's so much
Like,
easier. It's amazing.
It's so much easier, and the work that has been put into creating Mido's house it's been a joy.
It deserves a round of applause. And with that, I think because I'm being hustled along a bit, let's kick it over to Alkaline Ace to take us out of here.
Yeah. So yeah, same things that Tobias said since he stole my job. Big thanks to everyone here, and big thanks to Tobias because he did not thank himself. So yeah, that was an awesome tournament. But yeah, it's finished now, and we have to go. So right now on the SR2 there will be the Twilight Princess Randomizer community race. I think it's the first time we stream a Twilight Princess Randomizer game, so pretty awesome. But we will raid right now the Breath of the Wild All Shrines relay race that is happening right now on the SR main. So yeah, thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.